So hey guys, today in this video we're going to see if Teslas are really saving the planet. Not only Teslas, of the other electric vehicles, if actually they're saving the planet or not. Let's see the thing clearly in this video. As more electric vehicles hum past on the cities and more charging stations appear on roads and parking garages, it is easy to imagine that we are winning the fight against the climatic change one electric car at a time. The transition to electric vehicles is already well on its way. Globally, electric cars made up 14% of new sales in 2022, according to the International Energy Agency. Possibly one of the most difficult problems electric vehicles will create is the increased demand for critical minerals such as lithium, manganese, and cobalt. So now let us see. For an example, we can take Tesla battery. So we are going to see the environmental impact of making a Tesla battery. Producing the battery alone for a Tesla generates between 5,291 and 35,273 pounds of CO2 emissions, which is up to 3 times higher than the emissions to manufacture a gas-powered car. Let us now see what materials are used in EV batteries. The cathode is typically made from a mix of lithium, nickel, cobalt, and manganese, while the anode is most commonly made using graphite. So now let us see the environmental impact of lithium. Despite being relatively energy intensive, this remains one of the most cost-effective ways to mine lithium nowadays. Unfortunately, these toxic metals can contaminate water resources, threatening not only humans but also animal biodiversity. And the environmental fallout from lithium mining is clear and far-reaching. Massive quantities of fresh water, classified as a precious resource in these arid regions, are diverted for lithium mining operations, fueling the salt flats brine. This leaves local communities and wildlife parched. Furthermore, lithium mining requires a lot of water. To extract 1 ton of lithium, it requires about 500,000 liters of water or 5 lakh liters of water, and can result in the poisoning of reservoirs and related health problems. According to the Wall Street Journal, lithium-ion battery mining and production are worse for the climate than the production of fossil fuel vehicle batteries. Production of an average lithium-ion battery uses 3 times more cumulative energy demand (CED) compared to a generic battery. And a fact is that the world's largest lithium mine is located in Australia. So let us come to the main question. Do electric cars really produce fewer carbon emissions than petrol or diesel vehicles? So let us see through an analysis by the Agrone National Laboratory, cited by the US Environmental Protection Agency, which suggests that manufacturing battery cars can produce about 60% more than carbon emissions than their fossil fuel cousins. That means that electric cars can start with a big carbon disadvantage, sometimes described as a carbon debt. The vast majority of fossil fuel cars' carbon footprint comes in use when exhaust pipe constantly spew carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Transport and Environment, a campaign group, calculates that new petrol car will produce about 27 tons if driven for 100,000 kilometers or 1 lakh kilometers or 62,000 miles, and 49 tons over 200,000 kilometers or 2 lakh kilometers. Batteries are not the only way to get cars to net zero. You can fill them with e-fuels, that is, petrol made with carbon from air, hydrogen from water, and green electricity. That technology works and probably used to power classic cars long into future. Other people advocate using the hydrogen in fuel cells to run a motor. The verdict. The scientific consensus is overwhelming on any realistic like-for-like comparison. A battery car and will be cleaner than its petrol or diesel equivalent. Burning fossil fuels to make and drive electric cars will still cause emissions, but at a lower level than inefficient fossil fuel engines. That is true of today's grid, in richer economies at least, but in tomorrow's grid, the benefits will be grow as long as countries continue to shift away from coal and gas to generate electricity. Putting batteries in cars so far appears to be the only practical way to shift tens of millions of lightweight vehicles sold every year towards net zero emissions. Hope you enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed a lot, drop a big thumbs up and share to your friends and subscribe to my channel so you can get daily important news so you can boost your knowledge. Yeah, subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye.